I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Joshua, chapter 14, and let's focus on verses 10 and 11. As you see, the Lord has kept me, Caleb, alive these 45 years as he promised, since the Lord spoke his word to Moses while Israel was journeying in the wilderness. Here I am today, 85 years old. I am still as strong today as I was the day that Moses sent me out. My strength for battle and for going out and coming in is now as it was then. Joshua 14, verses 10 through 11. Boy, would I like to know his workout plan. How long will you wait on the Lord? 5 years? 5 months? Some of us have a hard time waiting 5 minutes. I believe that we wait on God in direct proportion to our understanding of his promise. Caleb and Joshua believed God's promise from the very beginning. And so when they returned from scouting out the land shortly after the Passover, what they observed in Canaan was arbitrary to the fact that God had promised that they would take the land. The bad news for their generation was that almost everyone believed the faithless reports of the other spies. Everyone except for Joshua and Caleb. And this should be a lesson for all of us. Live faithlessly and then reap the fruits of faithlessness. Live faithfully and experience unseen things miraculously realized. Caleb was 40 years old when he and Joshua scouted the Promised Land. And now here at the age of 85, he was given the opportunity to take the land again. And he could have complained, he could have blamed his fear and his old age, but Caleb was energized by the opportunity. How can that be at 85? Well, Caleb understood faith. And faith says, I can't do it, but God can. And God has promised me that I'll get victory if I do it. When he was a young man, he didn't trust in his youthful strength. And when he was an old man, he wasn't deterred by his physical limitations. You see, was Caleb empowered with supernatural strength? No, I don't think so. I think he needed Advil just like the rest of us when he woke up in the morning. But what he had was faith. If God promises victory, it really has nothing to do with your strength or your resources. God is your strength. You simply have to believe and to work as hard as you can at what he has called you to do. And then he will supply what we lack. I say simply believe, but the resolve to fight is more than intellectual assent. It is faith put into action. I have faith, I believe, therefore I'm willing to fight. Faith comes by hearing, as we know, and hearing by God's Word, the Bible. So putting God's Word into action is your decision. God has already decided to give you victory if you will faithfully follow Him. So whether you're 18 or 80, have faith and courage, and God will be your strength. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Check us out at groundworksministries.com.